this 91 plus, the super heavyweight division. Looking at ONISHCHENKO over the ring, over the other side of the ring there by the blue corner. He reminds you a bit of a recent Russian super heavyweight that we've seen, Maxim Babanin. Similar sort of build. There's plenty of spare on ONISHCHENKO, but if you're fit enough to fight, then you don't have to make a weight, so you could argue that it doesn't really matter. It always mystifies me slightly when I see elite athletes, and that's what these youngsters, and they are youngsters, but that's what they are. It always mystifies me slightly when I see them carrying that much spare weight. We will see. Good old-fashioned stare-off there between Bulgaria and Russia. So Zlatan ILCHEV of Bulgaria in red, Ivan ONISHCHENKO of Russia in blue.
Round one.
So two orthodox fighters here. ILCHEV red, ONISHCHENKO blue. ONISHCHENKO just looking to try and move in behind the jab there. Jab to the body, trying to set up the right hand. ILCHEV just jumping forward there, really. Led off with the right hand, didn't reach, followed it with the left. Nice short right hand from ONISHCHENKO. He's got a fairly significant height advantage here, ILCHEV, but we're yet to see him really throw a jab and try and stop ONISHCHENKO on his tracks as he comes forward. Right hand lead there from ONISHCHENKO, then whips up the kind of left uppercut almost. Turns southpaw here, ONISHCHENKO, as he looks to trap ILCHEV in the neutral corner right above me. ILCHEV just kind of stays on the borderline of range, slightly out of range, and then looks to leap in. Jab there, but that was the first time we've really seen it. Coming together on the inside, slightly messy at times due to the two styles, or rather due to ILCHEV's style, really. Both just trading shots on the inside there. ILCHEV, balance just deserted him as he came forward looking to throw that right hand. His weight comes right over the top of that front foot, and he just goes barreling towards his opponent. ONISHCHENKO, I think, may well be able to take advantage of that. Nice and balanced, ONISHCHENKO. Doesn't really waste anything. Economy of movement, nice small steps. Just looks to get into distance and then throw those short, sharp punches. Doesn't really wind up with anything. Looking for the big overhand right there, ILCHEV, followed by a wide left hand. ONISHCHENKO doesn't have too much trouble seeing what ILCHEV has got to offer coming. Bell goes at the end of the first. ONISHCHENKO's round. Easy one to score for our judges at ringside.
Он влево и лево туда по животу. Голову раз, два, уклонился и по печени. Понял? Все. Глотнешь?
Seconds out, please. Round 2.
Into the second round of this fight at super heavyweights, representing Bulgaria in the red there. We've got Zlatin ILCHEV, and in the blue, boxing for Russia, Ivan ONISHCHENKO. ONISHCHENKO taking the first round with all 5 of our ringside judges. And once again, the Russian taking the center of the ring. ILCHEV skirting around the edges of it. Looking for a left to the body there, ONISHCHENKO. I think ILCHEV did manage to half block it. Good stiff jab there from ONISHCHENKO, then landed a left to the body. He's just holding on there, ILCHEV. He needs to be slightly careful. The referees are pretty hot on that. That's a better jab from ILCHEV. You barely see him throw a jab, and against a fighter like ONISHCHENKO, who is shorter, who needs to get in close, being able to stick out a jab that can just at least give him something to think about as he comes forward would be very handy, but it's just not really the way he fights, ILCHEV. Let's go, a big windmilling right hand. Balance again, just coming forward. ONISHCHENKO has seen that a few times already. If he could just take a little step back when that happens and catch him maybe with an uppercut on the way in, then that could be big trouble for ILCHEV. Good left hand to the body there from ONISHCHENKO. You could hear that one thud home. And the second round has been very similar to the first. ONISHCHENKO with that front foot pressure, just dictating terms. He's not been completely dictated to here, ILCHEV, but it's just difficult for him to really land anything clean. Flicked up the jab there, that got through from the Bulgarian. ONISHCHENKO doesn't go crazy, throwing bundles of punches and chasing you around, but he cuts off the ring pretty well, and what he does throw hits something. Not everything has got through completely clean, but he'll hit a shoulder, forearm, gloves. As I said, he doesn't really waste anything.
Немножко раз и на себя. Крути, влево или вправо, понял? Просто вытащи его на себя. Понял? Ну так все нормально.
Some split scoring there, but ONISHCHENKO still very much in control. He's got a 2-point lead with 3 of those judges heading into round 3. The other 2, it is level. So ILCHEV needs something significant in this final round. He needs 10-8. He needs 10-8 to give himself a chance here.
Third round.
Or rather a 10-8 with one of those 3 that have got ONISHCHENKO 2 points up. He needs to win those 2 level cards and turn one of those 3 around, which will necessitate a 10-8, and then that judge, when asked for their opinion, who has won the fight, because they would have scored it even, he'll need them to go his way. So that's the scale of the task. Onishchenko in the southpaw stance, right to the body there from ILCHEV. Looking for the left hand there, Onishchenko. It's not been fought at a frantic tempo, this, but it's been steady enough. And I did at the start of the fight question Onishchenko's weight, but he does seem to be one of those fighters who, although he's carrying some spare, you can't question his fitness to fight because he's not wilted at any point. It doesn't seem to be an issue. It adds that little bit more weight to his punches. He's not the tallest, so I don't know whether if he really wanted to or really tried to, if he would be able to get down to 91 kilos, but it's clearly not an option that they've considered. Left hand into the body there from Onishchenko. I don't think ILCHEV has got a lot left himself, actually, in this final round. So that goes the bell at the end of this 3-round bout, and Onishchenko had a 2-point lead on 3 of the cards going into that final round, so he's going to get this. There's no way that ILCHEV has managed to win that round. 10-8, not in anybody's estimation. It's an Onishchenko round, I would say.
Ladies and gentlemen, the winner by points with an unanimous decision from the blue corner, ONISHCHENKO, Russia.
So Onishchenko gets it. 3-0 with 3 of the judges and 2-1 with the other 2. So all 5 would have given him that final round. And there we go, across the board. Split scoring in round 2 and a clean sweep for ONISHCHENKO.